or a standing desk? This was one of the arguments which was there in the media as well as in our focus a few years ago. So should we stand or sit while working? Well, the research initially kind of suggested that you burn more calories when you stand and work than when you sit and work. So overall, for overall cardiovascular health, it is better if you stand than sit. This was what was thought. But now the recent studies have shown, they've done more detailed studies looking at oxygen consumption of people while sitting and while standing. And the detailed analysis shows that you burn about 80 calories when you sit and about 88 calories when you stand. So there is only about an 8-calorie difference. So if you're working over a period of, let's say, 3-4 hours, you're looking at about 24 calories that you would burn more if you stand than when you sit. So overall, there is not much of a difference. There are people who install treadmills while working. They use the computer and they use the treadmill. Then you probably burn more calories. So what I would suggest is, rather than looking at whether you're standing and working or sitting and working, change your position. Stand and work for a period of time and sit and work for a period of time. Over those periods, get up, stretch your legs, do some stretches for your back, and then go back to work, rather than continuously working in a standing position or a sitting position. For example, if you stand for a long time, you'll end up with pain in your feet. Over a period of 8 hours, you're standing in one position, you'll end up with heel pain. You might end up with neck pain, knee pain, you might end up with back pain. So standing for prolonged periods is also not good. Sitting for prolonged periods, again you might end up with similar issues with lower back pain, and then you tend to be a bit more sedentary. So yes, change your position. Then the other thing which I might suggest is walk a bit. So in between, let's say, maybe lectures, maybe meetings, go for a 5-minute walk. Walk to the lunchroom, make yourself a cup of tea, come back. Or walk to another person's cubicle, maybe have a conversation and come back, rather than staying in the same place. So therefore, nowadays, the research shows that there is not much of a difference with regard to health, whether you sit or stand. But it is important to change your position between standing and sitting. Well, you get options where you can buy a desk which can go from a sitting position to a standing position with a flick of a switch. Or it can be as simple as using a few books and putting your computer on top of the book so that you can stand and work for a period of time. So you can make these adjustments so that you can continuously change your posture. For overall cardiovascular health, it was thought that it was better to stand than sit, because standing, they thought that you burn more calories than when you're sitting. But recent studies have shown that there is not much of a difference whether you stand or sit. The difference is only about 8 calories.